వేదిక పైన ఉన్నటువంటి మాననీయ గవర్నర్ గారు, తెలంగాణ ప్రాంతం మాతృశక్తికి ఒక తెలుగు బిడ్డగా ఒక అద్భుతమైన సంస్థ నుంచి ఎన్హెచ్ఆర్సీకి వెళ్ళినటువంటి కమిషన్ ఇండియా హ్యాస్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ ఏ కోర్ గ్రూప్ ఆన్ విమెన్ దట్ convenes regularly to address issues critical to protecting women's rights in the country. This core group comprises individuals from various fields, including lawyers, activists, academics, and scholars who have expertise in women's rights. Recommendations from such meetings are forwarded to relevant ministries for consideration policy revisions. Additionally, NHRC India promotes gender equality by issuing advisories on women's rights nationwide. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Commission issued an advisory to address the heightened vulnerabilities faced by women due to the crisis. More recently, NHRC India released an advisory on the protection of human rights for widows. This advisory acknowledges the specific challenges faced by widows and provides detailed recommendations to empower them and safeguard their rights. NHRC India also regularly organizes seminars, conferences, and open house discussions on issues pertaining to gender equality and women's rights. In the past, the Commission has organized conferences on women's participation in the labor force, women in the workplace, and the derogatory practices against women in India. Though the medium of such events, NHRC seeks to bring attention to different issues related to women's rights and recommended a course of action to all concerned government bodies. NHRC recently organized a national symposium on women's safety at work and public spaces, which saw participation of senior IAS, IPS officers, members of the judiciary, as well as the human rights activists to come up with a plan of action for ensuring women's safety when they step out of their house. It is through these consistent efforts that the Commission works towards protecting and promoting women's rights in India. It is my sincere belief that in the new Bharat, women who are already making strides in the field of education, civil services, STEM, academia, armed forces, etc. అమ్మవారి చేతులు ఏం ఆయుధాలు ఉన్నాయి, ఎందుకు ఉపయోగించాలి, ఎందుకు ఉపయోగించింది, నేనేం చేయాలి, ఈ విధంగా ఆలోచిస్తారని చెప్పేసి కోరుకుంటూ నేను ముగిస్తాను.
In fact, you should create a support group. You should be able to educate them about their rights, to be able to save it when it is difficult to take things for them. Whether it is in the college, whether it is at home, whether it is on the road, whether it is any place. To create safe places is all in our hands if we create these support groups. So my request to all of you, kindly do please nurture your students, especially the girls, to understand their rights, and they have to become not mere women. You are going to rear lionesses in your classrooms. You must do that. Otherwise, I am not going to wait for this society to change. I am not going to wait for men to change their attitudes. I am not going to wait for the police system to change. I am not going to wait for another Nirbhaya Act to come. We have to do what it takes today. It is well within our scope to have these support groups, whether it's at workplace, whether it is in college, whether it is in our own neighborhood. We have to empower these people. And this is what we all need to do as academicians and as so-called empowered women. If we are not able to empower someone else, we do not deserve to call ourselves empowered. So I request all of you, please look at this very seriously. I request that your declaration, which you're going to make this evening, shall aim something to this effect. You will all create these kind of support groups within your system and ensure that you will empower these students who come to you.
Understand what you are. Nature makes her a mother, so she knows what is the pain. Nature makes her to marry someone and go to somebody's house. So she knows how to adjust. As a daughter-in-law, she has to adjust. As a mother-in-law, she has to control. As a daughter, she has to serve her parents. As sister, she has to show her affection. She has many roles in the society. And because of all these roles are very emotional, difficult, walking on a tightrope, And still she has to be successful. And that's the reason I say women are more capable, because they have fantastic built-in system to be a better manager. Your husband may be manager in the office, but you are a manager on many departments, finance, education, cooking, marketing, every field you are very good, then only you can run the house. I always say when women do very well in life, please don't forget that there are many people also support her. Behind every successful woman, there is an understanding man. The man could be her father, could be her brother, could be her son, could be her husband. But please remember, their contribution is not less. Though we may be strong, but they also contribute. It is like a ratha. You have two wheels or four wheels. You are two wheels, other two are your partners. Together the ratha moves. Time immemorial, India had great teachers. And in that, women teachers were very, very famous. Somebody has made the shloka, when a young girl is born, she should listen to her father, later to her husband at the old age, her son. That is only rhythmic. In real life, no. You have to question in your father's house why this happens. You have to question your husband, and in case he is wrong, you have to correct. And you have to advise your children, question, but somewhere you have to have a line of separation. Like, and you should not get detached. I always tell my children, this is my opinion, however, decision is yours. And with husband also, I will tell him, you are my friend as such. I will tell this decision is yours. Somewhere you have to put that line of separation, then control. The moment you don't put line of separation or line of detachment, then you can start controlling. Don't control, but advise. Like Rajya Sabha member. You should advise. Because you are in the house of elders. So, you should advise when you see something is wrong. You should advise. Otherwise, a rishi will have no currency. You will have 100 cattle, 100 cows. He said, I will divide between 2 wives and I am going. Wife was happy. Katayani was happy. But Maitri said, why are you going to Tapovana? To learn more. She said, living this life, you are going to Tapovana to learn more. That means that is more attractive than 100 cows or 1,000 cows. I don't want half of this cow. I want half of your knowledge. How to learn more, how to manage difficult situations. So many people say, Sudha Murthy, your life would have been very easy. You went to college, got a first rank. You went to institute, got a first rank. You got a job, then you got a husband. He built a company, everything is fine. I said, that is what you see. There are equal or more number of failures I have seen in life, difficulties in life. And every time, what I am today, it made me, is resilience. It is resilience, women. All girls here, women here, please learn resilience first. Difficulties do come to everybody. Life is like an ocean. You have a lot of waves. You can't stop waves. You have to ride the wave. And in 1968, like 100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था ऐसा है. There were no girls. There were no toilets. And always boys will look at me with suspicion that this is the candidate who is going to fail. And every time I'll say to my mind, no, I'll prove it. I will prove it. There is no border for there is no gender for education. Education is gender free. It is we make it gender oriented. Teachers, what you have to teach apart from all in one's life. When there is no resilience, that's when a lot of depressions are there. Oh, I lost my, my husband did not buy me a new car, so she is depressed. So what? You can have a bicycle. So what? It's good for health. Your husband may not afford. And it's okay if you can't afford. Everybody cannot be Maharaja. It's okay. So you have to tell people to understand the reality and have resilience in life. That means you should have Itnanti Purusham Haranacha. It is not what you wear. It is what flowers you wear, what kirita you wear, what jewelry you wear, what makeup you wear. None of them will give you confidence. The confidence, you are not scared. Otherwise, you are always scared type. At home, father will get upset. Later, husband will get upset. Later, mother-in-law will get upset. That you can manage. Okay? Mother-in-law will get upset. You want to spend your life that somebody is getting upset and you should go on, get scared? No. When something is wrong, legally, ethically wrong, you must tell and create a confidence within you. What is this confidence? How much it cost? Where do you get it? You don't get anywhere. It is like how Atma is told in Bhagavad cannot be sold. What is this? You should know your nature. Like nobody is perfect, you are not perfect. Now what are your weak points? You should write it down. I used to do that way. What are my weak points? Food is, I'm very fond of food. That's my weak point. Wherever there's the food, I will be the first person to go and eat. What is my strong point? My strong point is I can convert anything into a story. What is my strong point? I will not worry because anyway it is there with me. What is my weak point? I have to go on improving. Compete with yourself, not with your neighbor. Oh, she had a pattu sari, I don't have. She has a Vallabhama sari, I don't have. She has a house in Jubilee Hills, I don't have. Well, no, it is not the house. It is the mind which makes you happy. Stay in a small 2-bedroom flat. If you are happy, that's a palace. Stay in Banjara Hills. If you are not happy, that's a prison. Please remember, where you stay, you can make a palace. What you wear, you can make a pitambara. Okay? What you wear, simple things, you can make a sarana abharana. But your mind should be happy. To make your mind should be happy, you must compete with your own mind and reduce your weakness. 100% you cannot, but you can reduce your weakness. So, number 1, teach everybody resilience. Number 2, Atma Vishwas. Number 3, accept the reality. So you should know the fine difference between achievable, non-achievable, desirable, non-desirable. And to do all these things, you require jnana, knowledge. It is not when you grow old, your hair become grey, you can color it nowadays, but still you are old. Okay? Hair is grey, there is your skin is crumbled, then you say, I'm old. No, you are old only when you stop learning. The day you stop learning knowledge, you lose knowledge, you become old. Keep your mind inventing new things, increase your knowledge. Knowledge gives you power. Like she told, Saraswati is ultimate. That's the reason, Ya Kundendu Tushara Hara Dhavala. She is ultimate. She gives you power. Always, for me, money has never given me power. My courage has come through my knowledge. Knowledge reduces your ignorance. Please remember, the more the knowledge you have, your ignorance is less. So, teach your children to have knowledge first, then degree. You may get, I can give you 1 hour talk on that. Many of my students, I'm a teacher by profession also. My students, I used to teach and tell them, look, these are for the examination sake you study. These are for non-examination. I taught them many things in life which are not examination. I met them, all my students have done very well in computer science and they have established computer companies abroad. So they come and see me because I believe old wine, old memories, old students are precious and rare. So I love my students. Like I'm sure all teachers love their students. So when they come, they don't have to take appointment, they come and meet me. I ask them, beta, I taught you C++, Java, database management, many other things. Tell me, which one was so useful in your life? They said, ma'am, to be honest with you, not many. Because, computer science changes. But you taught us non-examination syllabus that has helped us a lot in real life. So, in 1 hour class of MCA, MBA, or MSc Computer Science, I used to teach 45 minutes my subject, for which I am paid, which is my responsibility. 15 minutes non-examination, real-life difficulties. Ma'am, we tell our children, better read ma'am's book, where non-examination things she writes. So, and failed, and one intelligent fellow told, this too shall pass. Think over it. If you are happy, you tell this too shall pass. You will become unhappy. If you are sad, this too shall pass. whenever you have difficulties, you should always remember, this too shall pass. Nothing is permanent in life. Nothing is permanent in life. That's what Buddha says. Nothing is permanent. What exists, they all perish. What exists, including this flower and me, water bottle, whatever you take, everything perishes. Which doesn't perish is real knowledge. And difficulties do come in life, but it won't stay. You have to face it with courage. The last and not the least, the most important thing I want to tell you is Indian culture. We are a culture of many, many thousands of years. And when great scientists, like, I was in Ujjain about 3-4 days back, when I look at the Mahakala 0,0, we used to call in a trigonometry, it is a 0,0 of India. Or the Greenwich of India was the Mahakala, which was Ujjain. When I look at Varahamira's theories, Brahmagupta's theories, Madhava theories, there is so much rich tradition, tapestry we have in our country other than China. Or other things, other countries do not have this kind of that. Whereas we have a lot more than China, I feel, because they have so much of language, so many different languages, different customs, different food habits, different jewelries, different textbook. But our base, our base is only one, that is Indian. That is an Indian culture. A culture which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. A culture which says that love everyone. A culture which says that, this is a famous thing which, again, I learned when I was a child, Manasa Satatam Smaraniyam. Vacha Satatam Vadaniyam. Lokahitam Mama Karaniyam. God has given me Manas, my mind. For what? Do very well. And talk good things. Don't talk wrong things. Don't talk wrong things. That's the reason God has given you tongue. And why you should do this one? Lokahitam Mama Karaniyam. I want to help for Lokahita. And as a teacher, apart from your syllabus, you have to teach your children Manasa Satate Smaraniyam, Vachasa Satmatate Vadaniyam, Lokahitam Mama Karaniyam. Bring those students. Make them real good human beings. It's your job. That's the reason in hierarchy, number 1 is mother, Matrudevo Bhava. Number 2 is father, Pitrudevo Bhava, because he works and brings money and helps, makes his family stable. And third one is Acharya Devo Bhava, teachers. You have the right to change them. And you have the power to change them. What I am today is because of my great teachers. They told me, talked to me, helped me a lot how to talk, how to live in school. And what I taught my students, also that Guru Runa, what I had, Guru Runa, Rishi Runa, I have given that back to my students. It has many, many things in life, many, many things in its history. Learn the best out of it. Teach them, the soft power of the other country is nice to see, but we should be our own. Our neighboring auntie may be very beautiful, but my mother is my mother. My country is my country. If I don't respect my culture, my country, then you are like growing up a tree without any support, and one or other day you will fall. I tell them their quality of work is very good because they had a great leaders like that. So our leaders who are in good position have very great. Some plus minus whatever you feel, you should forget that, improve it. But our culture is like a vast Ganga. Take advantage. Beautiful shloka in Sukti Sudha, it says, "Oh child, when you are going out," I'm running out of time, otherwise I would have recited that. Go like Raja Raghu, who went to the west, conquered and came back. It is Raghuvanshi and Kalidasa. Or like Shakuntaleya Bharatam, Raja Bharat, who unified India and defined India between the land, two rivers and the top Himalaya, the bottom Hindus. And he said, Raja Bharata went and unified our land. or Arjuna, who conquered everywhere and brought money to the land. May you betterment of our country, our people. Thank you very much giving me a chance to talk. I really thank Lakshman Garu giving me an opportunity. And thank you for listening. I want to thank our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi ji, making me a Rajya Sabha member on 8th March under Nari Shakti, giving me a better platform, a bigger platform to express my views and ideas. All teachers, you have a special quality most people do not have. You can take a statue, you can take a stone and that you can make a murti out of it. Many people don't have. You are the Shilpi to make your students' life. You are Chitrakar, making their life better.